Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I've got all the trims out of my car and the back seat and everything, running the extra wiring through, and the map sensor, signal hose, and the wideband oxygen sensor cable and everything through from my Mega Squirt. What I'm going to do is just add an earth directly near the fuel pump. Now, if you were to watch my previous video about the ECU fuel pump control on the EA82, you'll see that I bypassed the computer controlling the control ground, and we've used direct ground in the wiring loom. So I'm going to add an extra ground right near the pump here to this spare thread in the body. Now there's already an M6 thread in the body here, so I'm just going to put this little jumper lead that I've made up for a ground. I'm going to ground it straight to the body here, and then tap into the earth lead right here near the pump. So we're going to have a really close ground for the fuel pump, which is also going to serve as an extra ground in the loom. So all we need to do is just peel back a little bit of this original tape on the loom here. Just need to cut that away without cutting into the wiring, so we can get at it there. Now it's the black lead that I'm going to tap into, not the blue. The blue is the power feed for the pump. Now what I do is just pair into the side of this black wire, and I'm going to tap straight into it with my new earth jumper. Now what we've actually got here is a shielded cable. Okay, so the wrap, we don't want it to touch the wrap. We're actually going to cut it. Going to cut the shielding because it's not computer controlled anymore. Like so. Thank you very much. We're only going to tap into it here. So now we've got the white cable inside the black, which is what our fuel pump runs on. The reason it's shielded is because originally it was a computer controlled signal, so they've shielded it so that it doesn't feed back into the system. And we only want to solder onto the actual core of the wire, not onto its shielding, because the shielding is all linked to the other shields on the computer system. We don't want to directly ground those. We want to keep those insulated from the body ground, if we can, and of course we can, because we're good at it. Okay, like that. See, I've peeled all the shielding wires away. So I've just at the core. Now I'm going to wrap my new wire around this one. I'm going to tap into it. Now you can see it there. So we've got the shield wires peeled back so that it's not going to touch this core all the way around, and just check it, double check, triple check. So now I'm going to solder this joint now. This is to our earth. Make sure we get the solder to flow all the way through the join, like that, and let it cool. Like that, lovely. Now we're going to check it. Very good. Now before we wrap it, Just going to clean this up a little bit. Some of this old plastic and stuff. Get rid of that. Good, good, good. Now I'm going to wrap it with some tape. Starting from in here where it's to insulate the shield wiring. So that it doesn't touch the chassis ground. Start with it. And come along and go around our new join. Good. Keep going around. And go around our other end of the shield. Like that. I'm going to go around the whole lot now. Nice and tight. Finishing off like that. Now our wire's been tapped into. Sitting back in here. Now we're just got to earth it with our ring to the body. So first of all we need to clean the area. So I don't want metal shavings down in my body. So I'm going to use this rag like that as some protection. Just tape it off like this. I'm going to clean up this area here, back to bare metal. Like that. Just hit that with the vacuum. Good. Now we can put our earth ring on there. So it's just going to go on there like that. Just an M6 bolt with a nice washer on the end. And of course we're going to do him up nice and tight for a really good contact. Sweet. So we've got a really close direct earth with a nice heavy cable right next to the fuel pump now. So we don't ever have to wonder, is the fuel pump being earthed properly? So what we're going to do now is just give that a spray with some paint just to stop rust because it's bare, and that'll protect the join now. So I'm just going to use some rags to cover my seats and seat belts for overspray. That. Like that. So now we've got a good earth underneath, and that area is now protected from corrosion in the future. So sweet. So there we go, that just expands on the better earthing we've provided for our fuel pump. That's all hidden under the seat and under the trims, and we've just done that while we had the opportunity because we're already working on the area. So sweet. Thanks guys. I'll catch you next time.